Hola amigos, hoy tendremos otra clase de práctica en español. Hi everybody, today we'll have another practice lesson in Spanish. Y en la clase de hoy vamos a practicar diciendo la hora en español. ¿Qué hora es? Significa what's the time. So in today's class, let's practice how to tell the time in Spanish, ¿ok? Así que yo voy a preguntarles a ustedes cómo se dice la hora de algunas horas que voy a ir escribiendo en la pizarra y ustedes van a pensar cómo se dice antes de que yo lo escriba en la pizarra, ¿bien? Ustedes traten de practicar pensando cómo se debe decir la hora en español. So I will be writing down some times, okay, and you try to think by yourselves how to say in Spanish, how to tell in Spanish the time, okay? Okay, let's begin with this one here, okay? So try to think how we tell the time in Spanish. This is 1 o'clock, okay? So if somebody asks you, ¿qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? What's the time? You will reply, it is 1 o'clock in Spanish, okay? So if you haven't thought of the answer, just pause the video and think the answer and then click play again, okay? Si ustedes aún no han pensado la respuesta, pausen el video, piensen la respuesta, think the answer, y luego denle play otra vez para comparar vuestra respuesta con la mía. So you compare your answer with mine, okay? Son, actually it's not son, it is es. Es la una en punto. Es la una en punto. It is 1 o'clock. En punto significa means o'clock. Una is 1, okay? Why don't we say uno? Because uno is masculine, and when we say una, we use a feminine form of the number. Why? Because what we are referring to is una hora, and the noun hora, that means hour, is a feminine noun, hora, okay? That's why we use the number 1 in its feminine form, okay? Una es femenino. Es la una en punto. Now, ahora, díganme, tell me, ¿cuál es la hora aquí? ¿Qué hora es? ¿Qué hora es? Son las 2 en punto. Son las 2 en punto. ¿Bien? En punto means o'clock. It is 2 o'clock. Fíjense como uno es singular, entonces decimos es la una. En cambio, 2 es plural, por lo tanto decimos son las 2. So, 1 o'clock is 1 is a singular, right? That's why we say es. It is the singular it is, right? While son means it is plural, because more than 1 is a plural, right? So for 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 o'clock or whatever, it will be son. But for 1 o'clock, we say es la una en punto, right? Sin embargo, van a escuchar muchas personas que dicen son la una, que es incorrecto, pero muchas personas lo dicen igual. You will notice that many people say son la una en punto, which is incorrect, but still people speak that way, okay? But just I want you to know that the correct form would be es la una en punto. Alright? Bien. Les quería decir también... fíjense que aquí una es la forma femenina de uno. So, see that una is the feminine form of uno, which is 1. However, dos and tres, right, and cuatro do not take a feminine form, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 do not take a feminine form, okay? So uno in this case is very particular or unique in the sense that it take its feminine form, okay? Uno masculine, una feminine. Bien, continuemos. Okay, let's continue. ¿Qué hora es aquí? ¿Qué hora es aquí? What's the time here? It is 3:45. It is 3:45. So try to think how to say 3:45 in Spanish. Son las 3:45. Okay? Son las 3:45. It is in Spanish, when we tell the time, we always use the article, right? Because we are referring to the hours, okay? So, las is referring to the hours. That's why it is feminine, right? Son las 3:45. It is 3:45, okay? But we can also tell the time with a different format. También podemos decir la hora en otro formato diferente, ¿verdad? Podemos decir, we can say, it is 3:45. It is 3:45, okay? So how would we say it is 3:45 in Spanish? Son las 4 menos cuarto. Son las 4 menos cuarto. It is 3:45. But the format here that we follow is, it is 4 minus a quarter, right? Or 4 minus quarter. That's the format, that is a structure of this sentence for telling the time in Spanish, okay? We do not say it is 3:45, but we invert the order of the word. It is 4 minus quarter, right? It is more lineal in that sense, okay? Son las 4 menos cuarto. Now, how would we tell the time for it is 4:15, right? Or to make it less confusing, let's do 5:15, okay? So what's the time here? Let's use both formats, okay? Right? Let's begin with the first one. Let's say it is 5:15, and later let's say it is 5:15, okay? Okay, vamos a primero decir la hora en este formato. First, let's tell the time in this format. Son las 5:15. Son las 5:15. It is 5:15 or 5:15, okay? And in Spanish, when we tell the time, we say and because we are meaning and so many minutes, okay? 5:15. 5:15. Son las 5:15. Ahora digamos la hora siguiendo este formato. Son las 5:15. Son las 5:15. It is 5:15, but in the Spanish format or the structure for telling the time in Spanish is it is 5:15, okay? Son las 5:15. So quarter means cuarto means quarter, okay? Cuarto also means room, right? Cuarto de baño, bathroom. But cuarto in this here